Before the video starts today, let me tell you a little bit about Revive Football. Revive Football is a website where you can get replica historic football kits from Milan to Man City and even international ones. You can also get a mystery box where you can get a completely random historic kit. There's even a page where you can request a kit to be put on there for the future. On top of that, they've got free worldwide delivery, money back guarantee and 24/7 support if anything goes wrong with your kit. So make sure you check out Revive Football before or after the video. There is also a promotional code on screen right now which you can use and in the description for 10% off your order. Yes, it might have got me sunstroke, but get in, my boys won their first game of the season, new kit as well, even though they're relegated. Still going to have to get the kit. As welcome back to the finale of the Paris FC career mode for this season, seeing what can go on at the end before we get into signings next time out, and of course, if we can finish where we want to. As yes guys, here we are for the finale. It's going to be a very tight one this. If you haven't watched the episodes before, highly recommend you to do so, as here is our predicament. We sit 33 games played behind Montpellier, literally the same goal difference as well, but we sit behind them because they have a game in hand, I'm guessing, which can take them higher onto 62 points, same as Marseille. So between us, up to Monaco, Marseille, Montpellier, Paris FC, and I'd say Angers and Lyon, just because Saint Etienne are 5 points behind. I'd say that's the gap that we have to compete for 4th spot, and everyone is wanting to get into European continental competition. It could be Europa League, it could be Champions League, it could be whatever, but we're going to try and do it in fashion. As I'm going to show you the calendar, we have Montpellier on the 27th away from home. What a big game that is, the 4th spot, like I said, who have got a game in hand still. Monaco, who are up there, can't get any bigger than this. Metz and Lens, who I'm going to have to simulate both and just hope nothing costs us. If we do lose a couple of games today, maybe I do save some for tomorrow, but I don't want to do that, as then we have Lyon away from home for the last game, which isn't going to be easy. But of course they are in 7th spot, so they are in this race, but the lowest in it. And here we go, this is the big game, as they did win their game in hand. Marseille have played a game extra. Now it's Lyon who are closest to us, so that last game is actually more vital. Didn't realise they had a game in hand, as it's telling us to pick a captain. I already have a captain in mind. Of course, it is the left back who still has the armband. As of course, if you haven't seen the last episode as well, and the one before, we changed our formation, as it's Verbruggen in goal, Jan Valery, Bamba Badashil, Digne, Leonard, Masengo, Ceballos and Muleka, with Elise and Mateta up front. I'm also trying a different angle on the camera right now. Don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit lower down, as hopefully this doesn't send us lower down, but above Montpellier. And the Montpellier lineup, of course, we're away from home for this one, so it adds to the feistiness of the game. Van Kromberg in goal, big name. Ristic, Frias, Julian and Casas, with Reed in front of him. He played a blinder last time. Zhozniak, Savanier, Hughes and Despadov, with Alvarez, Martinez up front. Good striker, good winger. A good team. It's a very good team that is up there in 4th. I think they beat us last time, but still, don't take that as given. I can't actually remember the result, but I know what the result needs to be. Don't even want this being a draw, as Alvarez straight away on it onto Hughes. They've got a man over at this side. Jan Valery trying to run back. He's out of position. Slides in to try and get it. Hughes with a deflection to Savanier, and it's already 1 to the home side. 5 minutes in. One of the quickest goals I've ever seen on this career mode so far. And it has gone against us. Will Hughes slipping his man in, and we are in the danger zone where we don't want to be. Below 4th by 3 points, or 6 points now, as he cuts inside, pass across, slide, and it's finished off. Work to do. Got faith in my boys, but still, that is not what we wanted to start off with. So we've got to try and get ourselves back into this one. Jan Valery with a charge forward into Jackson Maleka, and we just seem flustered. Look at that. Danny Ceballos giving it away straight away. Zhozniak into Alvarez. Slide tackle just missed. Ball supposed to go through the middle of Hughes. That's got to be a handball. Thank you, referee. Little bit delayed as Badashil gives it to Masengo across to Danny Ceballos. Going to try and go through the middle a little bit right here with Elise and try and run through this gap, as this is the first time we're getting at them. It's Elise with it. Cuts back, gives the ball into Dean, who's flooding forward. It's Leonard actually. Masengo with the header off the crossbar and out. as the referees gave them a free kick as well. Like, how? We almost scored. Would the goal have been disallowed? I don't know how that's worked. Lively start to this one though, as you know. It's a big game. A lot riding on it, as that's a foul. Elise's complaining, which he can rightly do so, as Digne gets the ball passed to him anyway, but that was definitely a foul as Leonard into Elise. Very, very feisty Jean-Philippe Mateta tackled by Julien. And that's a fair one, and a great ball up to their striker as they're going to try and run at us right now. It's Zhozniak back into Savanier. Onto Harrison Reed, who we need to force backwards. However, they still have it. And Savanier, the goal scorer, onto Alvarez. And a terrible position to give a free kick away. Dani Ceballos has not woken up at the start of this one, as it's going to be a difficult one to stop. If we just scoot our wall to the side, to the right-hand side a little bit. They've got a man behind the ball who can hit this. Savanier. Desperov jumps over Savanier to strike. And offside, the outside of the post. Very, very close. So 23 minutes into this one. Montpellier definitely having the better chances, apart from Han Noah, as this is Maleka cutting inside. He is a striker at heart. Gets the ball onto Maleka. Leonard with a gap. He's a striker at heart too. Gets on this. Strikes low and strikes into the back of the net. It is 1-1 here at Montpellier, and Simon Leonard, the youth boy, with the goal. Tidy little player and a great little finisher we've had this season at the club, as it's a great run around, touch and bang through the leg and the arm of the keeper to make it all square. And we have decided to wake up a little bit more. However, that wasn't the right ball. Still kept hold of it though, as Dani Ceballos is going to have to go the long way around. Gives it to Mateta. Back to Dani Ceballos. Back to Mateta. Needs to keep that away from the defender. Showed a little too much, but has kept hold of it as it's into Dani Ceballos. Masengo, good little bit of passing this one. Can't get it round, but Maleka fights for it back. And Jackson Maleka with a decent cross. Free has to get it away though, and it's going to be another corner ball. Very decent performance. It's going to land to Mateta. Mateta with the header and in the back of the net. We have turned it round. It's 2-1 here, and it's a header from the corner from the French beast of a striker who cannot stop scoring. He joins in, and he hopefully regains his position near the top of the top scorers. Keeper says no chance for the commentary, but I think should do a little bit better. Was fizzed, but was won magnificently from Jean-Philippe. And it looks like the leap from Jean-Philippe might give us the lead at half-time, as well as Badashil got that around to Bamba. And Bamba, I don't know where you're looking. I was looking at the right-hand side of the field, but he does win it back. And definitely needed to do right there, as it's through to Han Noah. Can we find the man on the right-hand side? That's a great ball out to Maleka. And Jackson Maleka to chest it down and try and run at them right here. What can the Congo International do? Waits for the gap in front of him, strikes himself, and it's a good save. Kronberg, very nice save. And we've got another corner before the break. Could we get it again? You never know. Mateta wins it, but it is wide, and it is the break. 2-1. We've turned it on its head. Like I said, Jean-Philippe with the leap gets us in the lead. And it's Zhozniak with a break on right here for the home side, who haven't really picked up in this second half. Valerie, wanting to hoof that, not really slide it, but we'll have to do what we've given, as Desperov with a ball to Alvarez, tries to get it around again, but Digne reading, however, robbed again. It's Desperov chasing down our goalkeeper right here, needs to make sure, no mistake, it's a good tackle. Badashil, great work from him, as it's on to Jan Valerie. Down this wing, you can see the boys have raised to the occasion in this one, really needed to as well. Great performance so far. Ball through right there onto Mikel Elise, who's going to try and do his cut inside. Not tucked down for a penalty this time though, which I was hoping for, as Desperov does get the ball again. And you just never know if you're actually going to end up with the win at this rate. It's just end-to-end stuff. Alvarez on it right here as Bamba comes forward to make a challenge. Leonard gets his header down to Elise, and now on to Dani Ceballos. Out wide, Mustafi Name now on the wing. Into Mateta. We've got to try and make some of these moves count right now, because I honestly do not feel safe. Even though there's 10 minutes to go, as Dani Ceballos out to Leonard. Cross in, blocked. And it is going to be another corner. Leonard looks disappointed with it. No, it was good, mate. Very, very good. Very good prodding at their doors. It's a great cross as well. And we had two men jumping at the same ball. Benjamin Andre in the way. As can we win this, Name? It's okay. It's Zhozniak who actually touches it last, but please do not lose this game or even draw it. The win is absolutely monumental if we get it. I think we'll still be below them on goal difference unless we do get another one ourselves, because I don't know what it is with the league, but it likes to put us below them. As that pass on to Andre, he's got to receive it better. Benjamin Andre coming off the bench, not to do the greatest, as Holes with a pass right there. You can see I'm focused on Bamber and Badashil getting my bees out, as now it's on to Andre, and Andre just to run at them. He's actually got a bit of a gap here, the old man. Can he thread that through? Just delayed with it as he does hoof it forward to Frias, as we need to try and keep this ball right now. 2 minutes added on, boys, and just keep it, as Baumann has Name on the overlap. He is onside, is Mustafa Name. Cross that in, maybe one more. It's in the middle, it's off the crossbar again, and the header is at one, but Baumann with the volley. Handball, surely. Nothing given. But the ball is out of the box, and the final whistle is blown, so a 2-1 win. Made it nervy for ourselves, but did win the game after coming back in the first half. Very pleased. And yes, it's actually been successful. We are in 4th spot right now, as we're going to keep on prodding along, as well as Chigui. Talking about his contract in game time, mate. I think you're going to be leaving the club, as Monaco, if we get the win here, we could actually fight for 3rd position, which I think is the Champions League. I'm not wrong, hopefully. I think 4th spot is Europe, but then higher can be better. And after that result, I think the team's just put itself on the team sheet again. It's got to be the same one, hasn't it? Great work from everyone. The lowest rated in the team is doing great in Leonard. There's nothing wrong with it as we go to Monaco, which hopefully causes us nothing too damaging. And let's have a look at Monaco's team that they've brought then to the Stade de Châtelet. It's Mattheus in goal, Maxelerin, Benyak and Lacroix, with Berghuis, Tuchmendi, Diaz and Martins at the back, with Ben Yedder Edwards supporting Nian. No Tame, no Balde on the starting 11, or in the starting lineup, and of course no Raul Jimenez no more. Don't even know if I saw Moreno on that bench. Wasn't really paying attention for him, because in the past he hasn't done it as much as Jimenez and Tammy have against us, even though I don't think both of them really did it against us. Just a big tall threat as Dani Ceballos. He thinks the season's done already. On his holidays back in Spain in his mind, as Digne has to get back right here. We have had our luck against Monaco in the past, actually. Not done too bad in getting results, as Elise needs to get that. He's injured as well. Not good from their player, giving him a shove in the back, as Badashil needs to deal with that, and does rather well. Digne down the line, straight into Simon Leonardo, who's going to turn as well, as I hate seeing him down. At least we've got Baumann to come on, as Leonardo's going to charge forward. He's got no cam to pass it to, so he's going to have to go forward into Mateta. Good receive, and he scores. Meant to say good receive of the ball, but I didn't have time because he's blasted it with power, speed, and venom into the back of the Monaco goal. We already take a lead. Player injured, but no problem. I mean, I am going to take him off, of course. Jonas Baumann will come on, as it's a beauty of a through ball from Simon Leonard in the form of his life onto Jean-Philippe Mateta to blast it past Mattheus. And like we said last time out, we came back from behind, so we stay calm, but we do lead. Great finish as Nian keeping the ball away from us right here, but Bamba does get in front and get across to get this ball out. Bloody get it out as well, as that should be onto Maleka, and is. Great work from Jackson Maleka to actually receive that ball, as it's onto Masengo. Switch that out wide to Leonard. Great little ball through to Mateta. Should have been over the top. But I'm keeping these little flourishes on camera because I do feel like they're very, very beneficial. As why ain't it bloody swapping player for us? There we go. I feel like my button is broke as Nian. We need to try and get someone in the defence. There we go. Ben Yedder passes it shot to Tuchmendi. Blocked the shot or pass off. Don't think he was shooting from there, with a slide onto Nian right here, onto Ben Yedder. Good interception from Ben Yedder here. 26 minutes in, we're trying to chase him back. Jan Valerie's out of position. Dani Ceballos, absolutely brilliant from you, mate. He's usually not a defensive midfielder, and he hasn't done that great in previous games. But that is a good one, as the header's a good one from Lacroix. Nian, we have got to get the second ball, and it is Jan Valerie again. He let his man get past him and does not defend the second ball from the corner. Yes, Nian's taller, but if you're a defender and you see the ball first, get rid of it. Shock him defensively from him as it's whipped in. Dangerous set piece, Lacroix does well. And it's actually not just him, but Masengo as well. Two men not marking one correctly. Shambolic. They are threatening rather well. It's Marcelin though with a tap off of him. Get this throw in tuck quick. Mateta down to Jackson Maleka as we need overlaps, not running into each other as Baumann offers one. It's Baumann. Jonas whipping in right now. Back post, Leonardo's arriving. He's good at putting the pressure on. Yeah, sure, he never wins it, but good at pressurising. As whip that in. Mateta should be underneath this one as well, as he is. This one to the keeper though. And it's Simon Leonard on the ball right here just before half time. On to Jean-Philippe Mateta. making the overlap as well as that ball didn't mean to go there, but it's gone through. It's Simon Leonard and he's put it in the top bin before the break. We do take the lead again, and it's come from the left-hand side of midfielder. The youth player once more, Leonard. Lucky from us, but I tell you what, to take the lead in this one, oh, it's shambolic from the defender, but I will take it. Being under the cosh, take the lead once more. We are fighting for continental football. Great stuff before the break, as we are going to go in the lead. Hopefully the Monaco manager, I don't know who it is in real life at the moment, I've completely forgot, but hopefully he has to rip up his tactics at the break and hopefully be on the back foot. Great little lead to give ourselves as Leonard into Hanno Masengo, pass straight off to Dani Ceballos as Ceballos is going to drill forward. Now on to Maleka as we need to get men through the middle. Baumann, I still want to actually try and get another goal in this one. Boys, if you're listening, no sitting back. Like, we're in a back five at the moment. Why? As Nian's got a gap through right there, and it's lucky that goes wide. No one really shutting him down, and just glimpsing past the post. Got to be better than that, boys. We just can't let them have them chances. And better passing-wise. What is that? Putting it straight out of players. What is this? Getting past us with pace as Balde Diaz put it in. How are we not getting there, Axel Bamba? It's 2-2 again. And it's the striker Keita Balde-Dia who's just come off the bench to square it again. Monaco well and truly putting up a fight right here through the middle. And I tell you what, Bambi, was right side. He got wrong and you just slackened off him. Terrible defending. Terrible. I'm going to say poor, but it's worse than poor. Need to do a lot better as the pass straight into Baumann right here. Jonas Baumann through to Jean-Philippe Mateta as it's still half an hour on the clock. Still can get the lead and I wanted more goals, so don't slacken up going forward as we've got a run right here from Leonard. He's one who likes to get in the box with the ball. Just dispossessed on this one though. As a ball through the middle right here as well. Onto Edwards this time. And no thank you, Marcus Edwards. I bloody hate playing against you as it's Digne. Needs to get us passing together and just get better in this game. As Dani Ceballos lays it off now to Jan Valery. We've got a run through the middle of Mateta. Get that on Maleka with the overlap. This is a chance. Jackson Maleka running at men. He's got men at the edge of the box as well, so he can not drag it back because he's not doing it. As Dani Ceballos, there we go, gets the ball and just loses it. As we just seem to have gone to sleep a bit more. We actually played better than these, and now we're doing a lot worse. As Mateta, can he get this out wide? I mean, put that over the top. It's a great ball. Past their man. It's Maleka running through. He's got no support, but he scores anyway. 3-2 at home. And what a game this is turning out to be. Jackson Maleka puts us back in the lead. What a cracking finale. What just... Both games have been magnificent so far. Just coming back from level each time this time and back from behind last time out. Maleka with it. Just 10 minutes to go. As even less than that actually. 7 minutes. Gelson Martins with the ball. As we're putting the pressure on with Hanno Masengo. It's into Pedro Diaz. Now around the corner as we're just chasing shadows a little bit here. We don't want to get too reckless and dive in as it's Balde Diao. Why? And Balde Diao right here with the ball as we've got to tackle him right there. Need to get his players out, but I can't. Why the fucking hell is it broken? Are you having a joke? Are you having a joke? Are you... Not long left of this game as it's Keita Balde-Dia onto Diaz right here. Needs to try and keep them out as the ball's in the middle. Diaz! Straight to Verbruggen as what a lucky break that is for us. Just whacked it upfield as well. Hopefully they have no time to get across. It's Lacroix with the ball in the middle and there we go. Pedro Diaz didn't even get the right touch off because it is 3-2. A win for Paris FC. A big win at home against Monaco, which should shoot us up into that race even further. And I like the way we are playing. But of course, with good games comes simulator games. You can't avoid them as we are in third spot, but Marseille do have that game in hand. Need to stop getting excited before I actually see us. Elise is out for 3 months. That's safe to say he's out for the end of this season and possibly the start of next, which is never a good sign, as Marseille do win their game in hand, and it's looking like this Lyon game for the finale one is going to be absolutely huge. They are the team chasing, like I said they would, as Chigui, just shut up about your contract. Fortunate enough for him, I do not want him here next season. No offence to the player, I'm pretty sure he's a good guy, but for the team, not really. As Metz in 18th, we cannot lose this or draw this. This has to be a win. What a vital one to simulate. And I know their position in the league's just going to make it nervy, as I'm going to put an extra defender on the bench. Baumann is the only change, where I would have liked to have Elise. He's the king of simulated games. Him and Han Noah, as it's going to be a risk, but hopefully a risk that pays off. And then again after this against Lens. So please don't drop points, as we bloody well have done. It's 2-2. Tau, Mateta, Kone and Maleka. Just what I said we don't need to do. And is that us in 5th? It probably is us in 5th. Of course, we still have Lyon to play, so we're not completely out of it. But no, we're in 4th. But Lyon do have their game in hand, so we're going to make sure they don't win. So let's sim one day and, yep, see them shoot straight above us. I hate simulations. They are important for the series, but I just hate doing them. As Chigui's been approached, the Chigui saga should be over right now, and I'm glad of it, because I don't care about him being here at the moment, as we are going to play Lens in 9th. These are actually better off than the other sides. As is there anyone who can go on this side? Just because I know it's a simulated game, and simulated games don't favour lower rated players. Can Kryzan play there? No, he's actually going to be the same rating as Leonard, or one less, with how the upgrading downgrading thing happens. As Elise has gone down a rating as well, I just saw. Disappointing, but still, hopefully no disappointment in this one, as we're going to have to simulate it. If we lose this one or draw, I think we're out of the race. I honestly do, even though it will go down to the last game. So just don't lose. Don't lose, don't draw, don't lose, don't draw. We've lost. That's it. The simulated games have done us against 10 men. Nemecha, Leonard, Alvia, Okagwa and Maleka. They've done us in. And what a shocking way to end up, eh? However, I've just spotted, actually, Lyon have drawn their game. What a lifeline that is, but it means we've got to beat them. We've got to beat them away from home to make sure we get European football, and hope Montpellier don't take over us in goal difference, which they are behind us on right now. I'm going to have a check, of course, in depth, as it is 2 points in it, the same goal difference, but 2 more goals for us, and we've conceded actually 2 more than them, so I think it is smack down the middle of the park, as we're going to have to try and definitely not simulate this one and get a big result. And here we go. I mean, there's no introduction needed for this game, apart from bloody Jan Valery getting a red card. He has maybe actually built himself up to a replacement next season, because he has not been good, as Campanini's going to jump in. Can De Verne play there? And he's -5. Can Bamba? Bamba actually can. So yeah, we'll do that instead, because Campanini, I'm sorry mate, don't really want to risk you, as it's the same line up apart from that. Of course, Elise now injured, which is a big shame, and my button being very dodgy for LB. Very dodgy, but hopefully this result isn't. And a big atmosphere, as it's not going to show us the team that Lyon have out, so the final game of the season is going to go down to the player ratings. Maximiano, Du Bois, Alaba, David Alaba, Collector Carr and Tierney, Guimaraes, Guendouzi, Stengs, Schleicher, Schick and Toko Ikambi, as I know for a fact Schick did bits against us last time. Gotta watch out for him. Gonna be difficult, I know, but it needs to be done. As Stengs with the ball right there onto Guendouzi. And just, boys, let's just get at them. Hold no prisoners. We do need to win this game, of course. Don't forget, as Schick, the passing to Masengo. It is blocked zone. Dani Ceballos onto Leonard, onto Baumann, and onto Jean-Philippe Mateta, as he's going to try and get a man on the overlap. But the man on the overlap isn't really the ball I wanted to play. Just keep the ball through the middle right now onto Baumann, who gets there. Mateta, this is good play. It could be an early goal when we need it, and is. We silence the home fans. Where's our support? I do not have a clue, but we silence them as we take their spot in 4 for the time being. But still, there's a long time to go in this game. Great finish, that one, and it's not going to show us again. It looks like Lyon are trying to keep the highlights to a minimum. They do not want us seeing anything, as of course fans and you guys as fans. So I don't know, it seems like game tactics to me. As it's going to be Bauman with a throw right here as well into Maleka, who turns out, gives it to Dani Ceballos, and Ceballos has a man in front. I was just waiting for Maleka though, which unfortunately wasn't the player closest to it. As Schick now onto Stengs, and they're going to get a chance to run at us. It's Guendouzi onto Schick again. Stengs, what can we do? Duverne with a good tackle, as now through that middle. Guendouzi though, the ex-Arsenal player, reading it. It's important that we keep this right now, and I'm not going to go back to 5 at the back, of course. Not anymore, as Schick levels it up anyway. Badashil, you have to be goal side. That's just quite an important thing with us at the moment. Not doing. It's terrible work. Look at this. Through again. Just a through ball, not coping with it. And into the back of the net. Verbruggen, don't blame you, mate. 1-on-1. Badashil, I blame. Very poor as Han Noah with it to run forward into this gap right here. But he's going to have to lay it off to Simon Leonard. It's just a case of not losing his heads at the moment. Now we know we've been pegged back. Last time we did, Schick punished us with a brace. Stengs onto Schlager right here. He goes backwards, chipped out of play. And Dani Ceballos with the ball right there onto Maleka and onto Jonas Bauman right here with it as he turns out onto Mateta. Backwards to go forwards is the key. Masengo now on it again, and Mateta making a bit of an angle as get that onto Maleka. It's a good ball. They're not leaving that many defenders behind as Maleka's going to run it to the byline, drag it back. Bauman just wrong side of Kieran Tierney, so it is going to be a corner ball. I'm going to drag a man short and just whip it into the mixer. Badashil, can you make up for it? No, but goes down. Nothing given. Header won by Axel Bamba, a great one as well as Bauman turns. Bauman shoots, Bauman tackled. It was always really too high as Bruno Guimaraes onto Schick. It is imperative that we mark this Czech Republican man for the rest of the game. However, they had a gap through the middle right there. Did opt for it. Out to Toko Ekambi through the middle to Stengs. 2-1 to Lyon. And now we have to score 2 goals as they've come back from us. Spat all over myself as well. Ashamed. And it was poor as look at this. Through, pass again, and just a gap right there through the middle. Verbruggen have to scooch across a little bit more, mate. Defend it. Not going to be good going into half-time. We've done what we did to Montpellier, shut them out of the race, but we need to come back ourselves. Bauman looking for an angle. No support at all. Absolutely nothing as Bruno Guimaraes right on it as well with the pass through the middle onto Patrick Schick. Why can't we just wake up with 1 minute as Dani Ceballos, not being good this game, gets injured as well as the half-time whistle is 2-1. Need to come out and attack from the start in this second half. Do I make any changes? Ceballos has got the plaster over him, but I think it's just an attacking change that we need to make. Go to the attacking formation and switch them round like so, and try this one out. See what we can do with this as Masengo tackles Guendouzi, his counterpart, with the big throw as Mateta tries to cut inside right here. Can he get a pass off? Was meant for Leonard. Maleka keeps it though into Mateta. It is Bamba flooding forward as we do seem to have tried to grasp the game. Mateta onto Ceballos, who's still injured, but it is the last game. Should see it out as Masengo now. Can he get some support? Not really, but does keep the ball. Han Noah back. Ceballos trying to forge something right here. Mateta, how do you mess that up, Dani Ceballos? And it's Bauman right here, trying to put the pressure on the ball as he's run them into danger, actually. Bauman with a pass through to Dani Ceballos, but Ceballos to let us down. Tierney back to the goalkeeper. Miano, get that pressure on as we almost push them right there. Win that header. Digne, brilliant. Into Mateta. Digne again, please. You're the defender in that one. Guendouzi should not beat you. Of course, he did in that scenario. However, Bauman, got to get that pass off. Duverne does. Maleka with it out wide right here. Passes it in. Now Mateta making the run. Can we get someone behind him in support, please? There we go. Maleka. Mateta again through the middle. Man in the box. Leonard nutmegs himself. Or was actually a heavy pass, but got to be a bit better. Maximiano. We're forcing the keeper to kick it along. We just need to try and grasp the game. It'll be over in a second as Maleka. Come on. Get this attack going a bit more promising wise, I think. Mateta looks for Bauman. Bauman gets it through the middle. Leonard close in. Leonard scores. It is 2-2 on the night. We need more though. They will be winning as it stands. Just completely skip everything if we can, but of course my LB button a bit broke. But there we go. 2-2. Both fans in the emotional mangle it always talks about as we are ultra attacking. We are the ones who need the next goal right here. If we don't get it, we're in trouble. If they get it, I think the dreams are over as Toko Ekambi whipping it into no one. That's a sign, that is. That's a sign from the gods in EA that they want us to try and do something with their CPUs, passing it to nowhere as Baumann turns right here. Has got a run on from Leonard. Leonard has it out wide. Can he cross it in first time to Mateta, making the run? It's going to fall to Maleka though, and what a crap. I tell you what, we need another right-hand-sided midfielder and right-hand-sided fullback. They're not good enough. Or just not doing it for me as Adama Traore's bloody come off the bench, aren't he? What a rock he is for them as Dubois with a throw-in. Get back, Maleka or whoever it is. Maleka, yes. Had to be reading that one as it's Masengo doing the marking. Duvern over the top. 5 minutes left and we really need this goal as Montpellier are losing. It won't be a problem looking over our shoulder. It's just looking at ourselves as it's all happening away from us. Just not here as Guendouzi going backwards. Can we get a tackle in? No, they've got round us. On to Duvan Zapata. Through to Guimarães. But it is Digne doing the reading. On to Bamba. And this is when we break. Bamba with a pass forward and it's not come off. 1 minute added on in this one as well as Duvan Zapata with skills away into where Masengo is. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's a 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw. It is going to be Lyon in continental football next season. And not us. Oh well, that's how it's gone. As we actually finished in 6th. Montpellier said was losing, but apparently didn't lose. So, don't know how that's worked. It's a shame as well. Mateta getting 2nd top scorer this year. But is he my player of the year? Who knows? I'm going to reveal him now. As hang on though. I'm looking at this objective and it says finishing the Europa League spot ticked off. Is 6th position the Europa League? Who knows? I don't think it is though. I think the board's got that wrong. Maybe we give it a good push. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. I need to look up my leagues that I go to, of course, before I actually start the career modes. But oh well, if we are in the Europa League, I've learnt my lesson to just go with the flow. As let's have a look at our players' stats, not development. It's going to have to go the long way around because our bloody LB button isn't working. As we'll start at the top. Verbruggen, first team goalkeeper, not done bad at all. Barad Texiu, however, looks like he could take over in the future. Carlier, definitely not as good this season. And Kulu, decent as a backup. Digne coming in as the captain. Need to see a little bit more improvement in him in the future. Of course, just settling in though as Gile, Hernandez and Serechi Sarr. I hope none of them three settle in when they come back because I think that might be their time here at the club over with Manduki there. I think he's retiring maybe. Martin, good backup to have. Bolly is considering retirement and good on him because I don't think he's done the job. Badashil has done it better. Still improvement with him though as Duvern, that backup we need. Bamba, maybe replaced to be a backup, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt so far as Jan Valerie's had a poor season. And of course Campanini is just as a backup. He's never a first teamer as Andre. He's just coming as an experienced head, didn't expect much. Powell's now 76 rated at 19. He's going to come back and maybe fill in that spot on the left-hand side. Maybe Leonard goes to the right, or maybe Powell's goes to the right himself. And then we have 3 youngsters in the squad, who knows? As Name is going to stay here as a backup. Chigui's going to leave. Masengo, brilliant season. 9 goals and 8 assists. Didn't even realise he's done that well. Definitely staying if we can keep him. Trullier, good backup, I think, if he doesn't go out permanently. Danny Ceballos injured for 3 months. Okay. Gerner, don't know if he's got the best future ahead of him right now. His potential was really good, but hasn't lived up to it. As Keulemans, going to probably need another loan. Nice the same. Baumann, don't think he's a first teamer just yet, but getting there. 5 assists. No goals, though, as Elise got 11 from Cam. Sees he needs to improve as 10 assists as well. Brilliant from him. Future, okay, needs another loan. Noel the same. Matete, 23 goals and 9 assists. Brilliant. Kryzan, 3 goals as that backup. Just what you need. Leonard, 11 goals and 4 assists. Double digits for his first season in the French League. I'm going to say it right now. My player of the season ahead of Mateta, which is a bit of a shocker, judging by like average ratings. And of course, he scored 23 and he scored 11, but I didn't expect it from him. So again, player of the season goes to a striker, not the top scorer at the club, as Maleka, 7 and 6. Okay for him. Escalante probably needs another loan. His potential has not lived up to. Martial, though, can't wait till he returns. Just dropped to controller. 19 years old, 73 rated. And Jung probably goes out permanently. As there we have it. So let's have a look at the promoted clubs, of course, before we go towards next season at the start of tomorrow. As let's go to standings if it lets us. There we go. And I don't care about any of these competitions. Oh, it's only the competitions we're in. So 6th position in the league. Of course, the rivals winning it. 2 defeats all season, 10 draws. At least they're drawing more as Guingamp. Nantes going down. Now that's another unexpected one like Lyon. Nantes getting relegated and Metz in the relegation playoff game. And let's see if it's as expected. It is 104 points, 0 defeats. Lille storm the division below and should have never been there in the first place. As it's got 87 goals and only conceded 13. Dijon second. Then we've got all these other teams. Ajaccio, Grenoble and Arex playing in that playoff thing. Toulouse not doing that very well. They should have come straight back up, I think. But struggling a bit, and that's the only one that shouts out at me. I feel like that's our due diligence done for this season. Just nothing really to show you. Is any of our scorers on here? Apart from Mateta, is Leonard? Yes, he is. He's down there. And that's the only one. Assists-wise, 3rd, Elise, Mateta and Masengo, 5th and 6th. Decent. Clean sheets, we were 3rd with Verbruggen. Not bad. Yellow cards, we're not on. Oh, Ceballos at the bottom with 4. And red cards, we're not on there. That's good. As unfortunately, guys, what's probably not as good is the video ending right here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe with notification bell on as well before tomorrow where we go into the new season. Comment down below some players you want me to sign, as I will see you all then. Take care, in a bit, and peace.